Hi guys, let's go and check out 10 WWE wrestlers lost in Triple H era by WrestleMania.
And WWE wrestlers who are in creative limbo right now. Number 10,
Let's see if I'm
Naomi. Naomi deserves
I don't really agree with Naomi. She has been having a lot of opportunities to win championships. The fact that she didn't win any of those championships is kind of like why are they not pushing her to win a championship, because she does deserve it. She's really good, but I don't think she's in an actual limbo.
a ton of credit for betting on herself and going to TNA after her infamous WWE walkout. Naomi would be cemented as a face of their knockouts division, and Naomi managed to have nothing but fantastic matches, and it was a sign that WWE missed a trick with not featuring her in prominent roles more frequently. Naomi would return in 2024, and while she remains incredibly over with fans, she spent the majority of the year being a side character in other people's stories. This has been seen predominantly with Bayley, as even though a heel turn looked to be on the horizon for the former women's champion, WWE completely dropped the angle between the two.
Maybe
and Naomi
not.
currently finds herself as one half of the tag team champions with Bianca Belair, and Naomi is likely to find herself in the middle of a storyline with Jade Cargill when she returns to television.
See, I kind of agree with this, because if you have seen the last Raw, you could see what happened. They lost the tag team championship, and now Naomi and Bianca don't have an actual reason to stick together and have each other's back at actual Elimination Chamber, because both of these women are in the Elimination Chamber. And I have a feeling that that will be a crucial point if they want to go with Naomi as a heel. That will be the time when Naomi is gonna betray Bianca, and that will be visible. And then we're gonna see, maybe at that point Bianca will realize that, well, Naomi and not Liv is the reason that Jade is in hospital.
But Naomi has so much more to offer the women's division, yet the continuous focus on other characters instead of her is kind of frustrating to watch. Number 9, Natalya. Now, as a pro wrestler in WWE, it can be increasingly difficult to remain relevant through multiple eras. One wrestler who has managed to do this is Natalya. Natalya first debuted in WWE at a time in which the women of WWE were barely given any screen time. She always had the in-ring skills to be a special talent, and when the women's roster began to be taken seriously around a decade ago, Natalya became a name that WWE knew they could count on. Now, in recent years, Natalya's role has been reduced on television, and in 2024 alone, the only headlines Natalya achieved related to a contractual situation, and she would eventually re-sign with the WWE in the summer months. In 2024, despite being still one of the most gifted in-ring wrestlers WWE have in the division, Natalya was barely featured on the main roster. Some fans have been speculating that Natalya has started a new career as a producer or even a trainer backstage, yet these rumors have yet to be validated, and Natalya just looks to be deadlocked in creative turmoil.
I mean, that is kind of true, but Natalya also doesn't have to like bust her ass off every week, showing up into the events and stuff. Like, we do have her now, and we see her a bit more, but I kind of do agree. I think that Natalya has maybe a different role than actually being in ring.
Number 8, Austin Theory. The WWE have been teasing an Austin Theory face turn for months.
Man,
And the more that time goes
on.
on, the less likely this turn is going to happen. The A-Town Down Under pairing is fantastic, yet Theory is certainly someone that WWE should be looking to play a role that isn't confined to a tag team. Theory at one stage was considered to be one of the favorites to be the new face of WWE, but evidently Triple H doesn't share the same creative vision for Theory. But that doesn't mean that the game isn't a fan of his work, as Theory is consistently booked on television, so he definitely sees potential there.
Both
Now,
of them
WWE
are.
needs to commit to the Theory face turn, as you can.
And they keep teasing us with this, especially now with NXT. I don't know if you watch NXT, but they definitely teased it there, and I'm just waiting for it to happen.
Really tease something so many times before the fans lose complete interest. And
True.
WWE are entering dangerous creative territory when it comes to the former Mr. Money in the Bank. Number 7, Braun Strowman. Now, under Vince McMahon, Braun Strowman was regularly featured in major roles on television. Strowman worked with names such as Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, and he even won the Universal title at WrestleMania. Now, even though it was under McMahon's leadership that Strowman was released in 2021, there's still an argument to be made that McMahon booked Strowman considerably better than Triple H. Triple H was the one who brought Strowman back into the company, and although Strowman's run hasn't been awful, he's nowhere near the main event scene, and it seems unlikely that this is changing in the coming months. Strowman is a credible name to have on the card, and Triple H's creative vision is clearly for Strowman to have him put over other talent. But the good thing about Strowman is that his popularity hasn't dipped, as he still receives great reactions on a weekly basis.
Yep.
If Triple H has a change of heart when it comes to Strowman, WWE could always alter his booking and subsequently alter his career trajectory. Number 6, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay, with Shinsuke Nakamura, I have to say I really love him. I really love the persona, this evil thing that is going on, and he has a championship to defend and stuff, but Shinsuke doesn't know very well English, so that is kind of a barrier for a greater and more thick story, especially that one of his greatest opponents is actually LA Knight, who is amazing on the mic. So the fact that them two going back and forth is a bit maybe harder for Shinsuke, but I do love how they implemented more of his Japanese side and Japanese tradition and culture, and having these promos in Japanese as well, because we can read subtitles. It's fine, just bring and show us what Shinsuke can do best in his own element. Don't make him too much not modernized, but too much Americanized.
When Shinsuke Nakamura won the US title at Survivor Series War Games, a lot of fans saw this as Nakamura's last chance to regain some momentum in WWE. Unfortunately, this reign has been abysmal, as Nakamura has basically become a side character on TV, and fans have questioned why they even made him champion in the first place. Nakamura has since slowed down in the ring, and his character has been all over the place, and this has impacted the fan response to him in everything he does. It was extremely alarming when Nakamura barely received a reaction at the 2025 Rumble, and this was basically an indicator that Nakamura's WWE career is beyond saving. In fact, since winning the championship at Survivor Series War Games, Nakamura has only had one title defense, and that was a dark match against LA Knight on Raw. Like, what is WWE even doing at this point? Number 5, Rey Mysterio. The booking of WWE legend Rey Mysterio has been frustrating to say the very least. Even though Mysterio is in the swan song portion of his career, he's still incredibly gifted in the ring, yet his storylines, particularly in 2024, were a total letdown.
I don't think Rey Mysterio is there for a storyline. I don't think they are investing into Rey Mysterio being the main character. Rey Mysterio is there to educate the NWO, to be their sensei, to put over other younger characters as well. So I really think Rey is happy and satisfied with where he is, and I don't think he really wants something more. His son is there as well. I know they don't have a lot of story anymore like they did in 2024, 2023, I think, but it's fine. I think it's all right. We still have him here and there in the ring, and that's the best.
WWE have mainly featured Mysterio in angles with the LWO. These angles have had good intentions, yet they've had mixed results. Mysterio is a WWE Hall of Famer and needs to be presented as such. They should take a look at a similar approach to how they book fellow legend Randy Orton, as they at least managed to use Orton in main event angles while simultaneously using him to elevate younger stars.
Is he gonna appear when
Mysterio
Kevin
needs
fights
a
Sammy?
genuine and organic to truly stick his teeth into, as it would be foolish to waste the final few years of Mysterio's run in the company. Number 4, Gunther. How is it...
Please. The one thing that I'm really sad about Gunther is the timing of the championship. He got a championship. He's not really defending it as many times as I wish him to do so. But also, I think it is really sad that now he is going against Jey Uso, who has a huge popularity and a push, and probably, if not 100%, he is taking that championship from Gunther. Which leaves us with what? Gunther without a championship? This guy deserves a championship. He's amazing.
Possible for the world champion Gunther to be in creative limbo. Well, since winning the world title at SummerSlam 2024, Gunther's reign has fallen completely flat. He doesn't feel like a big deal, and for whatever reason, WWE have refused to allow him to feud with top names such as CM Punk, Seth Rollins, or even John Cena.
I feel like they do this on purpose. I don't know why WWE thinks whenever a wrestler wins a championship that they can just sit and relax and we can focus on some other people. No, it's not enough. We want to see them actually defended, and the more they defend it and the more they win, the more credibility they have by having that championship. Now Gunther actually losing the championship will be like, meh, whatever, he didn't do anything with it either way. He didn't appreciate it, even though Gunther probably did, but the company didn't appreciate him having it. You know what I mean?
Gunther has struggled to find a meaningful feud, and fans sometimes even joke that they forget that he's even world champion. Gunther had
That's
arguably
sad.
the greatest Intercontinental title reign of all time, and the formula for his world title reign should have been similar. Triple H's booking of Gunther has been underwhelming and disappointing, and Gunther has now been cemented in a feud with Jey Uso leading up to WrestleMania. It's kinda weird because most of Gunther's defenses have come at WWE house shows. What happened to defending the belt on an actual PLE? Number 3,
no.
Andrade. Andrade
I love
impressed in
Andrade.
2024 with his acclaimed multi-match
He's
series
so
versus
good.
Carmelo Hayes. For the longest time, it looked like a certainty that he was going to be pushed into the main event.
He needs to be pushed, you guys, and I can see Andrade versus Penta as one of the greatest matches of 2025. Let me know if you agree with me in the comments. He is so talented. Andrade is talented on the mic, off the mic. He looks great. Penta also is very, very talented. I think even more in the ring than Andrade, but both of them I think personally can literally bring the best from each other.
Sadly, since the feud with Hayes has come to a close, Andrade has been lingering around SmackDown with just nothing to do. SmackDown recently expanded to a 3-hour format, but this hasn't remotely helped Andrade, and it's almost as if WWE have no plans to make him a big-time player in the company. It's been questioned why WWE even bothered to bring him back if they didn't have any concrete plans for him, and the only person that could answer this is Triple H. Some fans have theorized that Andrade's divorce to Charlotte Flair may have negatively impacted his standing on the company.
Oh, wait, I did not know that. Okay, yeah, that makes complete sense. And let's keep in mind that Charlotte actually chose Tiffany from SmackDown, so she's more appearing on SmackDown, where Andrade is as well. Interesting that since Charlotte is on TV, we don't see Andrade as much.
But these rumors and theories have no credence at this stage. Number 2, the Wyatt Sicks. The WWE mastered the debut of the Wyatt Sicks faction.
Where are they?
Terrifying, and it was a perfect way to honor the iconic Bray Wyatt. Since the group's debut, WWE have clearly been selective in how they use the faction and how they've used him sporadically on television. Now, this is a smart idea on paper, as WWE would have definitely wanted to avoid the group being overexposed, but the group has barely appeared on TV at all over the past few months. They would book the stable in a feud with the Final Testament, which had a shocking outcome as the stable lost the feud, which didn't exactly help their credibility. But now it's been reported that Bo Dallas, aka Uncle Howdy, is off the road, and this may have altered their creative direction. Now, it does look like WWE are moving forward with the idea of Alexa Bliss being involved in the group, which will hopefully reignite fan interest in the promising faction. And number 1, Chad Gable. Over the past...
I mean, they made it as if Chad Gable left the American Made in order to figure out the great lucha libre ways, you know, and in a way I do understand that angle, but at the same time, what is he doing? Because I do love to see Chad Gable on a solo run. They have been like making him a sensei for everyone, and now that he said that he is leaving them for a while, I thought genuinely that he will be on a solo run in the company where we're gonna be seeing him. Instead, he's nowhere to be seen.
Last 12 months, fans have spoken out regarding the booking of Chad Gable. During WrestleMania season in 2024, Gable was destined to collide with Gunther on the grand stage and seemingly finish his story by winning the IC title. Ultimately, this story would be given to Sami Zayn, and instead, Gable would embark on a heel turn. Whilst Gable's work with his new villainous character was superb, it still didn't lead him to winning a title in WWE, and he proceeded to spend the next 12 months putting over talent up and down the card. Gable was even tasked with getting over a new faction known as American Made, and in typical Gable fashion, he did a fantastic job, although WWE had never committed to presenting the group as a legitimate long-term threat. It was confirmed last year that Gable had re-signed with WWE, and since he's re-signed, he's basically been used as the established name that puts everyone over. Gable has lacked focus and direction, and it's a miracle that he's been able to keep his connection with the audience. WWE have even made direct reference to how it's Gable's aim to win a singles gold in 2025, and hopefully they actually put some effort into a sustained Gable push, and 2025 is the year in which he finally wins a singles championship.
I don't think 2025 is the year for Chad Gable. I think Triple H is right now focusing on John Cena, maybe CM Punk, but not even that much. I feel like CM Punk's year is not 2025, maybe 2026. I think right now it's all about John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu.
In WWE. But there you have it, folks. 10 WWE wrestlers in creative
I
limbo
want to
right
talk
now.
more about
Be sure to
this.
leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
But I feel like there's so much that I want to talk about, but I will be live for Elimination Chamber. I don't know if this video is going to be before or after, and we're going to chit chat together on the live stream, and I will see if there will be more space and more info and more stuff that I would, maybe even questions and answers that I would like to discuss, maybe on a podcast for my Patreon, like I used to do, hopping with my friends that are into wrestling and chit-chatting about wrestling and the future of 2025-2026 WWE, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Because there's so many things that I want to say, and during these videos, like, I don't like to pause a lot and share my opinion a lot, because I don't think people are that interested in these videos. They want to see the reaction more, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you want maybe videos where I'm talking more, like commentary kind, than reaction? Because I have so much to say. And finally, I have been following, I have been watching, I know a thing or two, and I want to share it with you. Oh, that actually rhymed. Thanks so much for watching, guys. But make sure to check out my Patreon for more SmackDown, NXT, and Raw reactions, as well as LFG, that is a recent show, and recommendations from you guys. But yeah, that's it. See you. Bye.